Good evening. It's Wednesday, January 6, 2021 here in Cebu City. I'm Cherry Ann Lim and this is SunStar Tonight. The Department of Health in Central Visayas says 18 healthcare workers, including 6 doctors, assigned in an operating room complex of a government hospital have tested positive for COVID-19. Chari Coronel reports.
A total of 18 healthcare workers assigned in an operating room complex of Vicente Soto Memorial Medical Center in Cebu City tested positive for COVID-19. The Department of Health Central Visayas said this includes 6 doctors and 12 nurses and operating room attendants. DOH Central Visayas spokesperson Dr. Mary Jean Lorici said of the 18, 13 are asymptomatic while 5 manifested mild symptoms. All health workers are currently being isolated and quarantined. Lorici said based on the report submitted to them, it started with one of the operating room nurse who reported for duty last December 28. The operating room nurse was reportedly not feeling well when he reported for his shift from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. and assisted in a surgical procedure in the operating room. The OR nurse had a positive result on December 29. Lorici said some of the 6 doctors who tested positive are also doing their clinic and surgical procedures in private hospitals. Since the doctors were part of the team of the operating room complex, they had themselves tested on January 2 and yielded positive results. In a statement released yesterday, Vicente Soto said 4 doctors, 7 nurses, 2 nursing attendants, and 5 institutional workers tested positive for COVID-19. The hospital's management has already issued an advisory on the temporary closure of the operating room complex from January 5 to 7 for the contamination and infection prevention and control protocol. The management said the hospital still accommodates emergency surgical procedures. Chari Coronel, SunStar Tonight.
The new COVID-19 variant has not been detected in the Philippines, the Department of Health says. Hong Kong authorities had reported yesterday that a female passenger aboard a Philippine Airlines flight from Manila on December 22 had tested positive for the new variant. Kenneth Torres reports.
A female passenger on board a Philippine Airlines flight from Manila to Hong Kong was found to have been infected with the new variant of COVID-19. The Center for Health Protection of the Department of Health in Hong Kong said the 30-year-old woman is a Hong Kong resident who returned from Manila on board a PR-300 flight on December 22, 2020. She is currently hospitalized with symptoms of COVID-19 manifesting on December 28. She occupied seat number 40A. Passengers within 2 seats surrounding her and cabin crew who served her were urged to call the Center for Health Protection in Hong Kong. PAL said the 30-year-old woman had presented a negative test result prior to boarding at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. DOH Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere said, based on a copy of the flight manifest provided by the Bureau of Quarantine, it showed that there were 40 passengers on that flight. DOH has reiterated that the new variant of COVID-19 has not been detected in the Philippines. The agency said its officials are now in close coordination with Hong Kong authorities to get details of the confirmed case from Manila. The new variant, identified as B117, was first detected in the United Kingdom. It has been reported to be more contagious than the prevailing variant. The Philippines has suspended inbound flights from the UK since December 24, 2020. Foreign travelers arriving from or transiting through 20 other areas, including the United States, have not been allowed entry in the country since December 30. Outbound travelers are allowed to leave. These restrictions are in place until January 15, 2021, while Hong Kong announced a ban on all passenger flights from Britain on December 21, 2020. Kenneth Torres, SunStar Tonight.
The Department of Tourism in Central Visayas has issued a stern warning and a 10,000 peso fine against Plantation Bay Resort and Spa. The DOT cited the disrespectful response of the resort's former resident shareholder to a TripAdvisor review of a mother of a child with special needs. Johanna Bahinting reports.
The Department of Tourism or DOT Central Visayas has issued a stern warning and a fine of 10,000 pesos on Mactan-based resort Plantation Bay. This after the response of its former resident shareholder to the review post of a mother received flack from the netizens. DOT Regional Director Shalimar Tamano said they are tasked to implement the penalties imposed by the Office of Tourism Standards and Regulation and as approved by the Office of Tourism Regulation Coordination and Resource Generation against the respondent, which is the resort. Based on the findings of the DOT, there was no gross and evident bad faith exhibited by respondent and their staff since the noise policy had been communicated to the guests prior to the reservation and confirmation form. The respondent staff did not act in a disrespectful manner towards the guest, and the guest made no complaints at the time of the stray regarding the manner of the staff towards her. However, the DOT found that there was bad faith when its former resident shareholder Manny Gonzalez responded to the guest review in TripAdvisor.com in a disrespectful manner. Gonzalez resigned over the public outcry after his scathing replies in a TripAdvisor review. Plantation Bay said it will continue to improve and work together with DOT. The resort has modified its booking and reservations procedure, which now include a more focused interface allowing guests to provide advance notice should any members of their group require special needs. Johanna Bahinting, SunStar Tonight.
Planning for the weekend? You might want to check out this new cafe on the Trans Central Highway in Cebu City that is trending online. Aside from the coffee, it offers a mountain view and is pet-friendly. Tiffany Neri, tell us more.
Hey everyone, I'm Tiffany, here to bring you a break from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. I'm sure a lot of you, just like myself, are looking to experience something new and have a break from the awful pressure of the pandemic. But that has to be done in a safe and sustainable way because, let's not forget, coronavirus is still here. And what better way to safely satisfy that craving than by discovering the new places there are to visit in our very own Cebu. One cool place is Charlie's Cup. A drive up the mountains of Cebu will bring you to a cute little cafe with a mountain view and a spacious viewing deck. The place is absolutely adorable, and I can only guess is based off a corgi named Charlie because there are murals and images of an adorable smiling corgi scattered all over the place, as well as on the logo itself. Though Charlie's Cup is relatively new, it has gained popularity over the holidays as another nice place to catch a break and take in the view when driving up the mountains. Don't forget to practice the proper safety health protocols wherever you go. I'm Tiffany Neri for SunStar Tonight. Back to you, Cherry.
To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Follow us on our YouTube channel and official social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Sherry Ann Lim, and this has been SunStar Tonight. See you again tomorrow. Good night.